Well, hello everybody and happy Saturday. It is bright and early on Saturday morning, March 30th, 2024. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time, which I know is the crack of dawn for some of you guys on the other coasts, like the West Coast or in Europe or places like, well, actually Europe is ahead of us. So you guys would be in the afternoon, I think. So I think you're like 6 hours ahead. So I guess just the West Coast would be the crack of dawn early. So welcome everybody. Come on in. I know you guys are probably still in your pajamas. I sure am because I just got out of bed about an hour ago. So I have got some cute cards for you today. After I get through this commercial, hold on. There we go. All right, here we go. And I'm crooked. How am I crooked? There we go. All right. Much better, much better. A little bit. How's everybody doing today? It's finally sunny. I'm so excited. I'm going to go outside today, get some vitamin D, maybe a little tan, and work in the yard. So it's going to be gorgeous here today in Chesapeake, Virginia. And tomorrow is Easter. I'll be working all day, but hopefully you guys have some nice plans with your family or something like that, having Easter dinner. Yeah, I think it's going to be mid-70s and sunny today, so I'm excited because it's been cold all week and rainy and yucky. So we're going to make some super, super easy cards today. This is the next card kit for those of you that place orders with me. So this is the new host code that starts on Monday. Tomorrow is the last day of the month, so we still have the current card kit, which is this one. So this is the current one, which is good for today and tomorrow. And then we'll be switching to the Daisy one. So if you want to get this one, you've only got today and tomorrow left to get that one. And then this one will start on Monday. So these are super easy cards. They're all the same, just different paper. And it's just a cute little like fun fold kind of thing. And I'm going to show you how to cut it. It's so easy because this piece right here is actually this piece right here. So when you cut it off, you actually get this piece. So it's super easy to make these. I just took the pack of the Daisy paper, which is retiring. I'm super bummed about that because I have like 8 packs that I need to use up in the next few weeks. So I'm like, okay, I got to come up with some cute cards with that. And if you haven't seen the Daisy paper yet, which I'm shocked if anybody hasn't seen it, but it is gorgeous. This is actually my favorite piece right here, which is the front. So this one is my favorite, but you only get 2 sheets of it. So you can only make like 2 of each of these cards. This is my favorite, and that is my favorite right there. But the piece that's this one right here is kind of similar to that, same colors and stuff. This one I love, but like I said, you only get 2 pieces in a pack. So you cut it apart and make really cute cards with that. And then the rest of the pack, you've got this piece, which we're using here. And then see how the backs are so pretty? So you have this really pretty like watercolor look on the back. And then we've got the pink piece, which I wanted to use the pink piece, but the back is the gold, so I needed that for this one, and I already used so much of that pink, I don't have that much left. We're using this piece right here with the daisies on the bottom part, and so what I did was I cut this off and used that as the back of it right here. So that's that piece. So I didn't waste it when I cut it off since it's just blue sky. I flipped it over and that became the side piece here. So you don't waste any of that. And then we've got this piece, which is this one. And then the back of that one is missing. So I've already used all that, or I left it out. But this back piece right here was on another piece that's green like that. So I'm going to show you how to cut it. It's super easy. And then to put them together is like 5 seconds. So we're going to make all 3. It won't take long. So then you'll have the whole rest of the day to do whatever you want. I have a really funny joke for you guys today. Really funny. It's a little bit on the R-rated scale, but I know you like those risque ones. Um, let me say hello to everybody who's on here. Hey, Carol. Hey, Starla. Hey, C. I don't know what your first name is. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Julie. Hey, Diane. And Diane sent me, well, she brought me a card. Actually, I was going to say she sent me one, but she was at class the other day. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Judith. Hey, Marva. Hey, Mario. Hey, Mary. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Terry. Hey, Brenda. Hey, May. Oh, I already said Mary. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Stampin' Sue. Hey, Heather. Oh, it's raining in Wisconsin. Huh. We finally got rid of that rain for a few days. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Leanne. Bring your right side of your pad down a bit so you're not crooked. Oh, did I get crooked again? Dang it. How is that? Maybe it's my phone. Is that it? Wait a minute. I made it more crooked. I keep trying to fix it and it's like, not working. Let's see. Okay. I think that's almost good. Why is it never perfect? I don't know. Maybe what is it? Tinch more. A tinch. Is that a word? A tinch? No, that made it more crooked. All right. What is the matter here? Let's try that. Okay. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Hey, Regina. Hey, Heather. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Robin. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Leanne. Hey, Wendy. All right, I think I got just about everybody who's on here. All right, so these are the 3 cards we're making. They're all exactly the same, except just different paper. But on the inside, I stamped the daisy, and hopefully that's the right way. I always think the daisy should go this way, but most people stamp it that way, so that's how I did it. And I tried to use up some retiring stuff. So the back piece is not retiring, but the designer paper is retiring, and all these ribbons are retiring, so, and the gems are retiring. So I'm trying to use up some of that retiring stuff. And the daisy set is actually staying. But I don't know why they're getting rid of the paper, because I think if the stamp set's staying, they should keep the paper because the colors are staying. So I don't know. They're keeping some of the papers, but not all of them. All right, so this is the card I got from Diane. These are some Easter cards. Isn't this cute? And this is with that Xenia stamp set. And she just popped out the petals from the dies and did that and used the embossing folder. Love it. Love it. Then I got one all the way across the water from John. And he always sends these gorgeous cards. So, John, I just love, love, love your cards. They're so pretty all the time. So, thank you so much. Love it. And it always says Royal Mail. I love that Royal Mail. Makes me feel like important. This one is from Beth Dreyer, one of my downline and friends. She's in Pennsylvania right now visiting her dad. So, she sent me this cute little card. Isn't that cute? And then, hold on, got a couple more. This one is from, who is this one from? Karen DeVoe. She sent me an Easter card with the beautiful stippled roses. Love it, love it. And then I got one more. This one is from Jennifer Blake. She sent me one from, where is it? From Maryland. And I think this one is so cute. Look at this. So she did the dies, that's the triangle and the square and a circle, and just made it into a little birdhouse, which I thought was so cute. I never thought about that before, but that is so easy. So just get a triangle, a square, and a circle, cut it out, make yourself a little birdhouse, and pop the bird inside. So I'm not sure what dies those are from. Does anybody know? But I think they're so cute. So if anybody knows what dies have those shapes in them, let me know. Because that is a great idea. And then the little clouds, I'm not sure where they came from. We do have a cloud punch, but it's bigger than that one. So love it, love it, love it. All right, so that's my happy mail for today. And so we're using the Cheerful Daisy stamp set and then the what is the paper called? Fresh as a Daisy. So that's our paper. I'm going to show you how to cut it. And, oh, don't forget we've got the retiring thing going on. Not really the sale yet. We still have about a week, well, over a week. The 9th is when the sale starts. So we've got a week and a half still. Let's see. I think I got just about everybody. Cute birdhouse. I know. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it. All right. Oh, Vicky said it's snowing and wind chill of 36 degrees. Yikes. I'm hoping I can start planting some stuff soon because spring is here, but it's not here. So it actually is officially spring, but it's still so cold. So I don't know. Maybe this weekend it'll warm up everything. All right, so just take a piece of cardstock. So this is Pretty Peacock. Now you can do it 2 different ways. You can either cut first, then score, or score and then cut. So if you score it first, you're gonna score it at 5.5. So let me see if I can get this all in the picture. So go to 5.5 and score it. Make sure you don't cut it. So we're at 5.5. We're gonna score it. Really good. So there's our score line all the way. Then you're going to cut it. Actually, wait a minute. Let's cut it off at the, well, I don't know if we want to cut it. Well, you want to cut it in half. So at 4.25. If you have a chopping one, you can cut the other direction first. So 4.25 is half of the long way because it's half of 8.5. So we're going to cut it 4.25. So then you have your 2 pieces, which are like regular cards, and they're scored in the middle. So you'd have your card like that. But we want to cut off the end. So we're going to cut it at 3.25. So go to 3.25 and cut. And then that's going to give you your cut here and your cut here. So then you have your 2 pieces. So that goes right there. And then your pieces for the designer paper. So this one is this piece right here. And then this is your main card. And then on the inside, I just have like the quarter sheet. That's 5.25 by 4. I actually forgot to write down all the measurements today. Oops. I'll do that real fast. And then this piece right here is 2 by 4, and this one's 3 by 4. So I've made them really easy measurements so you can get your maximum amount from a sheet of 12 by 12. So that's the cutting. So when you cut that piece off, you're just going to turn it that way. And there's your base of your card. And then this, if you just cut your paper at 4 inches, your designer paper at 4 inches, and then you can cut 3-inch strips for this piece and 2-inch strips for that piece. So it makes it really easy. So that is the cutting. And sorry, I forgot to write the measurements on here. So I can do that real fast. And like I said, this is the new card kit, which starts Monday. So let me show you. All of them have the exact same measurements. So if you just take your pieces, we're going to start with the yellow one. So we're going to start with this one. So this piece right here, the back piece, all of these are the same size. So they are, oh, looks the same color. So that would be 4.25 by, I don't even know what it is. If we cut, let's see, we cut 3.25. So what's 11 minus 3.25? 7.75, I think. 7.75 plus 3.25. Yes, 11. Okay. So that's that. And that is Lemon Lolly. So that's our back piece. Our inside piece is 5.25 by 4, white. And then, so that's that, that's that. This piece right here, let me get a half of a sheet. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot to do this today. This piece right here, isn't that funny? My Post-it note's the same color. This one is 3.25 by 4.25, Lemon Lolly. And every card is going to be the exact same measurements, so it's just going to be different colors. And then this piece right here is 3x4, so that goes with that one. So 3x4 of the designer paper, which is fresh as a daisy. And then our side piece, we'll put it that way. Need some smaller, here's a little one. That one is 2x4 of the DSP. And then this one for the words, depending on which words you use, mine is 3/4 by 2 3/4. Yours just depends on what kind of words you're using, but I picked the wishing you the best birthday one. So I need a little tiny one. So this one is 3/4 by 2 3/4. Right. Okay, so sorry about that. Now you've got all the measurements. All right, so they're very easy, especially the designer paper. And there's no waste. So you use the entire sheet of designer paper and the entire sheet of your cardstock. So it's super easy. Like the triangle is a square cut diagonally. Well, you're talking about for the card I just showed you, the tree house. Let me see. It's actually stitched though, so I don't think it's a die cut. So it could be a square, but see how it's die cut with the stitched. It has to be a stitched die set, but it's got the stitching right here. So I don't think it was a square cut in half. I mean, you could do a square cut in half and it would work, but this one actually is stitched. So it's a triangle die. So, but that's a good idea. So if you don't have the triangle die, just use the square. And I don't know if it's the same size as this square, but just cut it in half diagonally. Very good idea, because I don't know if I have that die set. All right, so every card that we do is going to be the exact same measurements, just different colors. So I'm not going to do all the measurements, but all you have to do is just switch the colors. Just these two colors, really. All right, everybody got a screenshot of that? See above about die. Let me see. She has some triangles. Die might be from Gina K. I don't know. I'd have to look through the catalog because it's some kind of stitched dies, but I don't know if it's Stampin' Up or not. So, okay, so here is our card. The only thing we're stamping is the words and the flower on the inside. So super easy stamping. Get all these off. Okay, so we're going to glue this piece to this piece. And, oh, this is the piece I was looking for. So this is, see how that's similar to that one, but it's not. It's kind of like the same, but it's not. So, and when I was making this, I actually put the glue on the wrong side. And then I was like, dang it. And I did it not once, but twice. I screwed it up. All right, so there's that one. And then this one goes on this piece. And this is the pretty blue. I love that blue color. So there's our two designer pieces. So that one's going to go right there. So for the inside and the white, we're just going to stamp. And I stamped the flower in garden green, and I think I used daffodil. Yeah, daffodil. And garden green. So here we go. So for the flower, I stamped the outside in the dark green, the garden green, full strength, and just put it right here. And then for the inside, I need some scrap paper. Get some scrap paper over here so I don't mess up my nice new clean piece of paper. All right, and then for this one, I'm going to stamp it off. So ink it up, and then you want to stamp it off just lightly. and then put it on here. I don't have my glasses on, so hopefully this is even. So it's just a little bit lighter. And I brought my chamois today because I knew I would be getting this all dirty. And then we're going to do our words also in the garden green. So we're going to do it kind of towards the left because I need to make a little arrow. And there you go. All right, so that's it for the garden green. And then for the yellow, we've got Daffodil Delight. Any of the yellows would probably work, but we're going to do Daffodil right there. Oh, you know what I forgot? Forgot to dip. So I want to dip this. Let me cut my little arrow. I always cut up from the middle and then go side to side. So left and right to the middle. You get your little arrow and then just dip it. And the edges are always hard, but if you do it kind of like right on the edge, usually you can get them a little bit. Depends on how juicy your pad is, but we got it a little bit. All right, so then we're just going to put it together. So this goes on the inside. And then I got to clean my little stamps for the next card. Oops. Now you could put your flower on the other bottom edge, but then it would show. So I kind of wanted mine hidden in here so it won't show right there. If you want to put it right there, you can, but then it would show kind of a little bit there. All right, then we need some ribbon. So I've got this yellow ribbon. I think this is the Lemon Lolly ribbon. This comes in a 3-pack, so you get the pink, I think it's Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and I think the blue is Tahitian Tide, but I'm not positive, but it's that real bright turquoisey kind of bluish color. I'm not positive. Does anybody know the third color in there? So tie that around. And you want this to maybe like about 1 inch from the edge. And trim that. Okay, so there's that. And I love this ribbon. I used the pink one, the Bubble Bath one, on my card kit from last time. The one that had the, what was that set called? The translucent florals. All right, so we want to put this about right here. So what I do is I flip it over, put it where I want it to go, about right there. Get my dimensionals and say, okay, I want it here. So I'm going to put my dimensionals. That bow is kind of in the way right now. Like on the edge. And then take a couple more. And I know I've got just a little bit more room over here. So like right there. So you only want your dimensionals like right on this part right here, because this part is going to be open. See, you don't want anything to show there. So the dimensionals have to be just on that part. So we're just going to take those off. I forgot to put them on my words because they go on there too. I went to the grocery store after work last night. I got off about 9:15. I love going to the grocery store late at night because nobody's ever there. There's maybe like 5 people in the whole grocery store. So I can just get in and out really, really fast. And so I was in and out in like 15 minutes. But they had strawberries on sale. This is at Food Lion. And they were on sale for $2 a pack, which is good because that's about the only thing that hasn't gone up in price lately. So they were on sale for $2. And I am not kidding. The strawberries were literally like this big each. So I got 2 like of the 1-pound containers, and those strawberries were ginormous, and I had them for breakfast this morning. They were so good. And oh my gosh, I think I might go back and get some more, because you never know until you taste them if they're going to be good or not. Sometimes they're like hard and crunchy instead of like juicy. All right, we need some of my favorite Festive Pearl gems, which are retiring. I'm so bummed about this because I use these all the time. So we're just going to use some gold on here and just put a couple like in the middle of your flowers if you have some flowers showing. So there you go. And always we want to do a shimmer. Let me get some scraps to do that on. Love it. Put some on the inside too. Okay, so there is card number 1. Don't you love it? Love it, love it, love it. All right, so that's number 1. So see how easy that was? Love it. Let me read some comments. I kind of, cute card. Hold the edge to the corner of your pad. Oh, I see what you're saying. Works every time. Oh, stitched triangle dies. You know what? I think those retired last year, maybe. I think, does anybody know? I'm pretty sure that they were discontinued. Oh, Azure Afternoon is the ribbon, the other ribbon color. The Azure and Tahitian Tide are very similar. Oh, Gwen says she bought a pack of strawberries this morning at Food Line too. Were they gigantic? No, the strawberries I got were from California, which I really don't like the California strawberries as much as Florida. Because usually Florida strawberries are way better than California ones. Because they got to come so far. If they come from California, they're usually not as good. All right, so here's our next card. So again, it's exactly, actually, wait a minute. Let's do this one next. All right, so exactly the same measurements. So this one, did I save those little pieces? Let me put them back on here. All right, so this one is the white. This one is Pretty Peacock. So not Lemon Lolly. Pretty Peacock. And I got 2 pieces here. But exactly the same. The DSP 3x4 is this one. This one is Pretty Peacock. And we've got these 2 pieces here. I'm so unorganized today. This is our little white piece. And then this is our little 2x4 designer paper. All right, so there we go. All we did was switch the Lemon Lolly to Pretty Peacock. Everything else is the same. So there you go. And let me clean my stamps real quick because we're going to be using some different colors. So I don't want to get them mixed up. This is my favorite cleaner. It's a chamois. If you guys don't have one of these, you need to get one. They are awesome. I've had this one for probably, well, ever since they came out. This is my original one. And I just keep it in one of these stamp cases. And then I just wet it. You know, about once a week, I'll clean it, wet it, you know, wash it in soap and water. And stick it right back in here. And it stays wet for a good week or so. So it works great. And you can use it a million times over and over. All right, everybody got that. I did not get my catalog yet. I'm so bummed because a lot of people have gotten theirs. Mine is still in the mail somewhere, so I'm really bummed because I'm dying to see it in real life. I've looked at it online, but I haven't seen it in real life. The combo pack ribbon is 161635 if anybody wants to get that. Karen says, love the whammy. It's actually a chamois. Love the festive pearls. Bought quite a few. I know. I have a billion packs of them too. Yeah, the chamois. Oh, we got Germany in the house. Hey, Anya. Anya got her catalog today. Well, I haven't gotten mine. I'm really upset. So, because we can pre-order on Tuesday. If you're a demonstrator, you can. So I'm hoping I'll get it today, maybe. All right, so again, we're just going to take these pieces right here and glue them together. Move that over here. So your little piece goes right here. And there's my pink. This is one of my favorite pieces out of there, but if I did the pink one, the back piece would have been this too. So I didn't, I've used so much of the pink. Uh-oh, I almost did that wrong. I almost, I don't think I'd have enough because I've used a ton of that pink one. So put that one there. I almost glued the wrong side down. And then the flowers go on here. I've used a lot of this piece too. And that goes right there. We're gonna stamp our words and our flower. So this time the flower is gonna go in Pretty Peacock and the same Daffodil Delight. So we're doing the dark part first. And does anybody else think your flower should go like this with the big part at the bottom? Or you think it should go with the big part at the top? I don't know. I guess if you look at the pictures, the big part's on the top, but I always think it should go the other way. All right, and then the inside, I did the same thing. So ink it up, stamp it off gently, and then go back over here. So you'll have a lighter inside. And then the inside, let's do our words while we got this open. So our words go right on here. And I love when the words are on clear stamps because then you can see them. All right, so, oops, you know what? We got to do our dipping. Do a lot of you guys do the dipping now? The rip and dip or just dipping in general? I'm talking about ink, not other stuff. All right, so we're going to dip, 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 and then just try to do it right on your edge. Right there like that. And hopefully that'll work. It gets all of it. You might need a marker just to get that very center piece. All right, so there's that one. And then the center of our flower is the yellow. So we'll stick that in there. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, so and just put that together. So this will go in here. Oops. Last night at work we were so dead. So I always have extra stuff to do in my bag that I take to work. So I had brought a bunch of cards to finish. And so like when I have a class and I have extra stuff cut, I go ahead and stamp it and then I put it in a bag. So when I have extra time, I just go ahead and finish putting it together. And so I was sitting there stamping cards at work. And I mean, we were really, really slow last night. So people were coming in, they're like, oh, what are you making? And I was like, cards. And so it was funny because everybody's like, oh, those are so nice. But it was just nice because it was a nice, relaxing night. We didn't have too many people come in. And got out, but we still didn't get out because most of the people that came in were really late. They came in like after 7 o'clock and we closed at 8 o'clock. So we had that last hour rush. Okay, so there we go. And this is my favorite gold ribbon, which is retiring. So if any of you see any of these things, you might want to get them. I'm not sure if they're going to be, if this is on sale. Yeah, I think almost all the ribbon was on sale. I can't remember. A lot of the ribbon and the gems and stuff were on sale. All right, and again, flip this over, put it where you want to get it, and then do your dimensionals. So you know you can put your 3 down here on the edge, and then just grab a couple more and just figure it's going to go somewhere like right next to the ribbon, like that. So you want it right about there, and then you flip it over, and it'll be a perfect. And then put some on your words. Just can't wait to order stuff from that new catalog, especially, have you guys seen that new paper? I think It is called Beauty Abounds, but I'm not positive. You could put this at an angle too if you wanted to, like that or like that. But I don't want to cover up that flower, so I'm going to put it, I don't know. What do you think about that at an angle? I hate to cover that. Maybe we'll put it down at the bottom. We'll put it down here. Okay, and then take these off. But the paper that is coming out, it is absolutely breathtaking. It is so pretty. It reminds me of the one that we used to have in the other catalog. What was that one called? I don't remember. All right, we've got gold gems on this one too. Anybody remember that other paper we had? And it was so pretty. And they retired that one too. Joan says, I wish I could have a stamping buddy. My problem is not driving, not beating. Well, why don't you invite somebody over to your house? You could have somebody over to your house, Joan. Let's just put one over here. There. All right, now we're going to spritz that one with our shimmer spray. Now, if you missed how to do shimmer spray, I did make some more in the last video. So just go back and watch the last video and you'll see how I made it. So there's those two cards. So that's card number 2. We've got one more to go. Let me read some comments real quick. Against the corner. Oh, Jana says for dipping, hold the cut angle flat against the corner of your ink pad. It fits right against it. The corner of the ink pad. Huh. Let me see. The corner. Like, are you talking about this corner right here? I'm not sure if that's what you mean. We'll try it on the next one. See if we can figure it out. Okay, so that's number 2. And the last card is this one. So we have our beautiful blues. And again, same exact pieces. So we've got our boho blue and our white. So this one now is boho blue. Crossing that out again. We'll put it there. All right, so we got that one, the white one. We've got our little teeny white one over here. We've got designer paper, 3x4. That one. And then 2x4 designer paper. And this piece right here, which is 3x4. I don't have any room over here. Boho blue. Okay. Sorry, that's a mess. I should have just used some new paper, but we're conserving. All right, so there's all of our pieces. And number 2 is your favorite, Marie. Oh, the one with the pretty peacock. Saw the gorgeous paper, thoughtful designs. I can't remember what the name of it is. No, Meandering Meadow is current right now. There was one we had like a year and a half ago, and it was gorgeous. And it was like watercolory looking, and like the front and the back were watercolor looking. And some of them had little pictures on them, but most of them were just like nature and watercolor. Horizon, yeah, it was, yep, something horizons. Gosh, what was the name of that? Why can't I remember it? I want to say On the Horizon, or I don't know. All right, so we'll throw these away now because we don't need these anymore. See, I love the blue. That's my favorite. So that goes on here. So this one I had to use the back of it, but it's not really wasting because it's that top section that's just blue sky anyway. So this right here is just blue. That's the part that I cut off on the top. And that goes right here. You could actually use this side if you wanted to, but I thought that was just too much blue. So I like the contrast. better. All right, so there's that. And then we're going to stamp our flowers. Let me see. I think we're good using this one without cleaning it. We should be good. All right, so that's done. Our flower's going to be in boho blue this time. So we're going to always start with your outline one. So, see, I think that should go upside down. I'm going to do it upside down this time. I think that looks better. All right, then ink this up, and you're going to tap it off. It's funny, it's darker on one side. And then, love it, love it, love it. All right, and then our little teeny one, oh, okay, let's do our words real quick. And you know, like the 1 second before you drop your word onto the paper, you always like panic, like, oh, is it straight? Is it straight? And you're like, oh, yes, I got it straight. Okay, so let's cut this and see if we can figure out where to dip that banner part. Okay, so we'll do the 3 sides. Okay, so she says right on the corner, which is I thought what I was doing, but mine's not going down far enough. I don't know. Maybe my arrow is too wide because I'm putting it right on the corner, but it's not getting all the way in there. So who was it that was telling me that? I can't remember now because it's already gone. All right, I don't know where else we could reach that far in to get it. Let me see if I open it maybe. Oh, that too. Nope, don't reach it. All right, it's not fitting that inside, right in that crack. It's not getting it, so I don't know. I'm trying the edge. I think we just need a marker. That would do it. Or, oh, I know. Here we go. I got a Stampin' blend. I mean, a blender pen. Let's try that. There we go. There we go. Look, I did it. Ta-da. Okay. Or you could use a marker, but I'm not getting my pad to do it for me, so I don't know. All right, but that'll work. All right, so there's our words, and then we need our center. This center is in copper clay. So just stick that right in there. Perfect. I love those colors together. And I never would have put them together if it wasn't for the paper being like that. Now this ribbon I did a little bit different because when I did it the regular way with the knot, it was so bulky, I think it would be hard to mail. So for this one, I just kind of measured it a little bit longer than normal. And then right in the middle, you're going to tie a knot, a single knot. So just pull that, try to get it centered. That way you don't have the big bulk of a knot like tied up. So just wrap that around like that and tape it to the back. So we'll just use some regular old tape. Does anybody watch The Way Home on Hallmark Channel? It's the best show. It's on Sunday nights. Oh, shoo, I thought I got some ink on there. It is so good. I'm like so addicted to it. I can't wait for it to come on every week. I binged watched the first season, and then now it's the second season, but it's so good. It's about time travel. So yeah, you're gonna have, Dana, you're gonna have to email me a picture because I'm not getting the. I'm a little bit slow on that one for the coloring. All right, so just get your things on there. Make sure you're not going over the edge there. And then also on the back of your words. So aren't these cards so easy? Now, if you did them all the same, then you could just have like assembly line going, boom, 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 stamp them all. If you wanted to be fancy, you could actually like do an extra daisy or just a white one, cut it out and kind of put it on that. But I really don't want to cover the paper up because the paper is so pretty. You don't want to put too much on the front. And it's really pretty the way that it already is. So, and just kind of put it wherever you want. I hate to hide that daisy right there. So let me put it down towards the bottom for this one. And darn it, I got a little smudge on there. Okay. And then peel these off. And this ribbon, you might even want to tape that with some tape because sometimes it doesn't want to stick too much. Okay. And then put that down. Now for this one, I used silver pearls. I had class the other day, and it was so funny because I was passing around like the pearls and the, you know, this take your pick tool. And I would have just a little bit of the goo on the edge, and then every time it got back to me, the goo was gone. So somebody was pulling it off towards the end. And I was like, dang it, why do they keep pulling that off? I didn't say anything, but I was thinking to myself, all right, stop doing that because now I got to keep twisting it and wasting it. So you don't have to keep pulling it off. All right, let's spritz this one. All right, so there we go. So we are all done. There's all of our cards. So what do you guys think? Aren't those so easy? Super easy. And you can just whip out those in no time and use up some of that paper you have. And this would work with any designer paper that you have. You know, just pick the main image for your front piece and then use the back of one for that coordinates for the side piece. So any pack that you have, but the daisies are so pretty. I love that paper. All right, so I do have a joke for you guys today that's really cute. Now, if you're a little sensitive, you might not want to watch it. I'm just warning you because it does have something in it. That's a little risque. But I know you guys like the jokes. Thank you guys. Don't forget to do thumbs up if you haven't done that yet. My screen's only showing one thumbs up and that's from me. So don't forget. I don't know why it doesn't update the thumbs up for me for some reason, but oh, Vicky said she's very sensitive. All right, what's everybody's favorite? Do you like the peacock one, the boho, or the green and the yellow? I think, I don't know. I like them all, but I think it's between these two. I think this is probably my favorite. I love the blue, but I love the peacock too. But blue's my favorite color. Love them all. Joan, yours says 68 thumbs up. Mine does not, what do you call it? Do the thumbs up until I finish. And then when I click on it, it'll update it. But right now it's just showing one, and I don't know why. All right, most of you guys like the boho or the peacock. Love it, love it. Oh yeah, Easter's tomorrow. Okay, all right, here's the joke. Get ready. All right, a man goes to a female dentist to have a tooth extracted. She pulls out a large syringe to give him a shot of Novocaine. No way, no needles. I hate needles, the man exclaims. So she starts to hook up the nitrous oxide tank, and the man says, I can't do the gas thing either. Just the thought of having a mask on my face suffocates me. The dentist then asked the patient if he had any objections to taking a pill. No, he says, I'm fine with pills. So the lady dentist, whoops, I accidentally just hit something. Hold on. So the lady dentist gives him 2 little blue pills and he swallows them. What are those? He asks. And she said, that's Viagra tablets. She calmly replies, well, I'll be darned. He says something else. I'll be darned, says the man. I didn't know Viagra tablets worked as a painkiller. The dentist says they don't, but it will give you something to hold on to when I pull your tooth out. Oh, I love that one. I debated showing that, telling you guys that today, but I said that's just too funny not to share. So share that with your husbands. I'm sure they'll love it. I've also got some cards to give away, and a few of these are unclaimed ones from last week. So some of the people, usually you guys on the live, if you get one, you're pretty good about claiming them, but I had several people that I had picked from the comments after the live, you know, the ones that are in the main section. And I don't know why, if they just don't see it or what happened, but some of these were not claimed before. So I'm doing them again because you have 1 week from the day that I showed them. You have 1 week to claim them. So these have not been claimed from last week. Well, actually a couple are new ones. This one is from the last video. All right, let me stir these up. So all of these are people who have left comments. All right, here we go. First winner is Valerie Klaus. So Valerie, you win that one. Next winner is Janet Muir. You got that one. Next one is, hold on, Marva Dehoney. I think Marva's on here. Next one is, oh, and if you get one, make sure you send it to my email address, stampgirl2@cox.net. Oh, and my email's working again. So I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but I called Cox and then it started working again. She said they haven't switched ours over yet. Next one is Sue Mitchell. So she gets that beautiful zinnia card. And then the last one for today is Debbie Hamilton. So Debbie, you get that one. Gorgeous. All right, so we've got Valerie Klaus, Janet Muir, Marva Dehoney, Sue Mitchell, and Debbie Hamilton. Make sure you email me your address at stampgirl2@cox.net. Make sure you leave a comment on here or after the video, and I'll put some more names in the bowl. And that's why we don't have, what? Teresa says, and that's why we don't have our catalogs. What? I don't understand that. Okay. Julie says she snorted too. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Easter, and enjoy the sunshine if you have it. If not, and you're stuck inside in yucky weather, make sure you stamp some cards. And oh yeah, don't forget to give me some love and thumbs up and all that stuff. Share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will be back Tuesday night with another video. Oh, Marva's on here. Okay, Marva, don't forget to send me your address. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.